This is a little trick that I play on myself every once in a while, and essentially what it boils down to is, a lot of people look at me now and they say, "Wow, Charles, you're so personal. You're so open to meeting people, and you're so blah blah blah." Listen, if you don't already know my backstory, in high school I was a pushover. I was a big baby. I was a big nice guy. And then I went to college and I say, okay, well that whole nice thing didn't really work out in high school. I'm gonna be an asshole. And then I was a total asshole in college. So I went from a really nice guy to a complete jerk. And then I said, okay, it's not one of those two. What is it? And then I read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I started thinking about it. I said, there's an art to selling. There's an art to meeting people. There's an art to doing things that I am completely not aware of right now. And that's when I just said, there was a line that I ended up reading a little bit later on, and it said, err on the side of openness. Err on the side of openness. And then I heard an openness, in other words, open to learning, open to questions, open to new ideas. Because that's when you learn. That's when you question things. That's when you say, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, if I take that and I insert it with I already know this, and then boom, we have an amazing marketing campaign. This is, oh, okay. And then I heard later on, I think it was actually Jack Canfield, he said, have an openness to meeting people. Have an open... When you walk throughout your day, have an openness to meeting people. You know what's funny? In New York City, this is the thing is, people say, New York City, you're a bunch of jerks. And then they come here and they're like, they're kind of nice. You know what's really funny is New York City, we are really, really nice people. And ironically enough, everyone doesn't want to be nice. Or not that they don't want to be nice, they put on this air that they don't want to be nice. But you know what's funny is that because they put on this air that they don't want to meet anyone, I have my headphones in or I'm walking around with a resting bitch face on all day. Ironically enough is that we are really nice and we don't want to be that way in most cases. Anytime I walk up to someone and here's an example. I was at, what's the name of that restaurant? In a restaurant or food place, I forgot what I was getting. I was getting an iced tea. Very little ice all the way to the top, that's what I say. And it was black tea, unsweetened, and I love iced tea. Don't get too much because then you'll get whatever those things are called, something rocks, kidney stones. You'll get kidney stones because it's very, not acidic, but I think it oxidizes or whatever, I don't know, look it up. That's why a lot of Asians get kidney stones because they drink tea all day. So one of the biggest things is when you walk into a place, you have an option to be a nice guy or not be a nice guy, okay? You have an option to talk to the cashier or not talk to the cashier. So what do? I talk to the cashier. I get to know the cashier. I put on something called a smile. A smile. You know what happens? I get free stuff. I get free food all the time. All the time. If I'm at the salad place, they load that salad up like there's no more salads that will ever be made. They put all of the toppings on. They put all the tomatoes, all the red, black beans, big avocado slices, maybe a second avocado. They just, hearts of palm, the red peppers, they slice it up. It tastes so good. They give me whatever, so the first place, I forgot the name of it. It's right there on the corner. I just got the iced tea today. You know how many times she's like, you know what? It's on me today. And I don't expect it, but now I know why. No one's like it. No one's like it. You ever meet someone you're like, they're just a great person. Why? There's 3 reasons. Number 1 is they're authentic. They are who they are. They're not faking anything. It's so easy today. I just want to make sure that I'm still in focus. It's so easy today to actually go through life and not be who you want to be or think who you should. Here's an example, is that Tony Robbins. So he puts on this, I don't think it's a facade, but he puts on this perfectionist, just does he do anything wrong? Does he have any fears? Is he ever uncomfortable? There's times that I'm like, this guy's a machine. This guy, literally, I just want to pull back his face and be like, oh, there's the robot on the inside. He's not real. That's not a real person. And ironically enough is that if he just showed a little bit of vulnerability, people would be like, I can relate. I understand what he's talking about. with myself is that when you show vulnerability, which is the second thing, along with a little bit of niceness, it could be even funny, it could be humor, it could be passion, it could be empathy, whatever it is. Authenticity with vulnerability, and then some kind of slice that just makes it nice. Because if you're authentic and you're vulnerable, you're like, okay, yeah, you're kind of acting as a victim. But if you go, oh my gosh, I'm really sweating today. That's authentic because you're sweating. You're vulnerable because you're saying, oh my God, I'm sweating. And then you're laughing about it. But if you're like, oh my God, I'm sweating today, it's not funny. You're acting like the victim. Oh yeah, you're right. It's so hot out. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go down the crybaby train. No, okay? So when you add those three things in to an interaction and you have the air of openness to meeting people, amazing things are going to happen. Business, relationships, girls, guys, mentors, mentees will all come into your life. Free food. You know how many hundreds of dollars worth of free food that I got last year because I was really nice. They're like, it's on us. And they would wink. I'd get, when I drank coffee regularly, I only have it like once a week, maybe not even, like once every 2 weeks. But I used to have it every day. And they would make it for free every single day. Iced latte every single day for free for me every single day. And sometimes I would get my oatmeal for free as well. Now I get extra toppings. I get stuff that I don't even like. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, the salad's on us. So why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to get free food, but I'm just saying good things happen when you're a nice person. Good things happen when you're authentic, when you're vulnerable, when you're nice, when you're funny, when you have an air of openness to meeting people. Just go through today like that. All right? Have an awesome day. Love you all. Subscribe to the video. Sign up for the seminar. You guys know the deal. Do it. Talk to you guys soon.